Yeah, it's obviously a lot different feeling. Today, just really proud of our kids and how resilient they were in bouncing back. We really didn't dwell on last Sunday, at least as a group. I think we kind of all had our individual moments, myself included, that kind of lingered for the week. But I think we talked about last week's game for about 40 seconds in the locker room afterwards. And Tuesday's practice was, we'll address Sunday next week when we step out on the floor. And this week is not about Duke. It's not about anything. It's about we need to get better. We need to focus on getting better in addition to their academics and going through finals this week. So I think that's probably what I'm most proud of. We did really bounce back today. It showed a lot of resiliency, but just having a great week of practice. Like I said, it's a different feeling for us. You can't help it, and I don't know if the word is empathy, but, we were in Longwood's shoes last week, and I think Longwood is a lot better than what they showed today. Part of that probably is us being at home, having some juice, and, kind of getting our tail handed to us last game. I'm sure they'll bounce back and do the same. They're a lot better than what they showed today. I think watching them on film, their staff is coming in and did a really good job today. I think it was just one of those days. Just like last Sunday was one of those days for us on the bad end, today was one of those days for us.
Your thoughts on the school record with 17 threes? 18.
Yeah, got up to 18 threes. I think we know that we are a good shooting team. I think some of the frustration for us as you look at some of our shooting percentages, look at some of those games that we weren't making shots. For as much as that was, some of it was bad luck, I don't think today was just good luck. I think we really found the shots that we took, with the exception of there maybe a 4-minute stretch in the first half, where I thought we really took high-quality shots. We moved the basketball around. We were hitting the paint, kicking it out. We were flinging that ball, reversing it around the arc. I just thought a lot of the shots that we took today were wide open. Some of that was a product of the zone, which I thought we were a lot better against the zone here the last few weeks. But I just thought the ball movement, the unselfishness, you see the 30 assists today, I think led to a lot of open shots that we knocked down.
Yeah. What are you going to do with Rachel Olstrom? 26 points from a freshman off the bench? Oh, my.
Yeah. I think for anybody that's been in our practices this season knows that Rachel Olstrom can heat it up really quick. And there's been countless players or people that have come into our practices and left saying, the first thing they talk about is Rachel. And, in defense of our other kids, we have a lot of other really good players out there, but it doesn't take much to watch in practice when she just really stands out. And I think part of the first 9-10 games for her was just getting comfortable. She's had some moments that have been great, but I just think she was relaxed today. You could see the kind of weight of her shoulders kind of falling off. I thought her level of aggression around the basket in transition, the way that she finished, and the way she went up and got some rebounds. I don't know how many offensive rebounds she got, only 3, but they stood out because those 3 felt like 6 or 7 to me.
Talk about the schedule ahead. You get to pack some suntan lotion. Go play in the islands. Talk a little bit about that tournament.
Yeah, I think that was probably a big game for us today because we knew we needed to bounce back. It was the last home game we had here for the non-conference play. I don't think anything with our schedule that we had any bad losses. As much as that Duke game hurt, it still only counted as 1 loss. And so I think you look at our schedule, we won some nice games. You want to have the Northern Illinois game back. But otherwise, I think we had played really, really well. And we got 3 tough ones coming up. At Elon, they really beat us up last year. They're a physical team that's really going to challenge us in so many ways on both ends of the court, which, again, is why this one was important. And then you go down to Puerto Rico's great. I think sometimes as a coach, you get excited about that, and then you realize that the walls of a hotel room pretty much look the same. Maybe the view out the window is different. Hopefully our kids will really enjoy it. I think for us, we realize the gravity of those 2 games. Ball State's a really, really good team, very similar to what Northern Illinois was. And Tarleton is not a team you run up against a lot, which is why these tournaments are cool. You get to go play teams from different regions. But all 3 of the teams that we have left right now are really good mid-major teams that have good records that are really going to challenge us. And hopefully we can kind of springboard from today's success and play well starting off on Thursday.
Final question. This is kind of like the 3rd way through the season. You're 7-3. Tell me where this team is right now.
As much as you didn't want to make too much of last Sunday from the negative end, you don't want to make too much out of today. But that being said, I really liked just how we shared the basketball, how we moved. I thought that was the smoothest and best our offense have looked. Maybe, those first 2 games, I think we were really good and kind of got back to that. I think the Duke game was kind of an eye-opener for us in the sense that we did some things that were just uncharacteristic. A lot of that was on me, trying different things. We got back to defending the way we were supposed to defend, rebounding the way we were supposed to defend for the most part, and then just moving the basketball. Like I said, I thought we got a lot of really quick all the time, but some easy shots early in possessions. And, I think when this team gets the right shots, I think we can be very explosive offensively.
Have fun at the beach.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.